大家好，我是新龙教育的张宇。今天苏格兰名校哈尔瓦特大学国际办公室的官员呢亲自到访我们新龙教育曼城办公室，当场面试我们的学生。自2005年来，新龙教育推出了系列的英国名校当场面试活动，在学生中取得了一致好评。就今年来说呢，到目前为止已经有拉夫堡大学、爱丁堡大学、巴斯大学、南安普顿大学、格拉斯哥大学和东安格利亚大学10余所知名院校，分别到访了我们新龙教育的曼城办公室、伦敦办公室、爱丁堡办公室，当场面试我们的学生，面试非常成功。那么最受益的呢，就要是我们新龙教育的学生了，因为众多学生已经成功的获取了这些大学的 offer。我身边的这位呢，就是来自哈尔瓦特大学的 Tony， 我们今天的面试官，让 Tony 简单的给我们来做一下自我介绍吧。
你好，我是爱丁堡市赫尔瓦特大学国际办事处的，负责我们大学海外留学生的招生情况。我的名字叫 Tony Doyle。
好，谢谢。今天呢，总共有15位学生会参加我们的 interview 活动。这个呢，就是我们的第一个学生。那么，好好表现，祝你好运。interview 正在紧张的进行中，让我们来看看这位同学的 interview 情况吧。
Hello, come in.
Hi, sorry for interruption. Do you mind if we can record a couple minutes?
Of course not. Go right ahead. Give you a little bit of information about Heriot-Watt as a whole. I mean, as a university, first of all, this is a campus-based university in Edinburgh. Edinburgh is the capital city of Scotland, and we are based on the western outskirts of Edinburgh. It dates back to 1821, which I'm told by our archivists it makes Heriot-Watt an institution, the 8th oldest institution of higher education.
It has a long history, right?
It does. It's not the 8th oldest university, it's the 8th oldest institution of higher education. I believe it was the Edinburgh School of Arts and Sciences, originally set up in 1821. It received its royal charter to become its degree awarding status in 1966 when it became Heriot-Watt University. And it was at that point that it moved from a site right next to the Edinburgh Castle out to the western outskirts and what used to be a country estate.
Yeah, that sounds fabulous. And I really want to be your student. I really want to be with you.
There's one or two options for you actually. In fact, there's quite a number of options, but if you're specifically looking to go down sort of the finance road, you can either choose to specialise specifically. So we have a master's course in finance, which is obviously exactly what you're looking for. But there are also other options in things like, for example, economics and finance for emerging economies, and also international banking and finance, which obviously, as well as the finance-related options, some of which are actually sort of are also found in the MSc in finance. You'll also find modules which aim to give you an understanding of international banking and so on. But in addition to that, we also have a broader sort of business management course with a specialism in finance. So if you wanted to take some of the other non-related modules which are not related to finance and sort of take them a step further, if you like, at postgraduate level, so carry on with things like human resource management and marketing and so on, you could do the business management master's course with finance. And the way this works is you have sort of a set of broad-ranging modules over the first 2 terms.
Yeah, I think this is quite logical for me, I think.
Right.
Because I've studied a lot of the business administration, and I want to learn something different. But yeah, you see, it's a combined one.
Yeah, and then it enables you to specialise specifically in finance later on in the course.
How long will it take after I applied for your university?
Ordinarily, in terms of processing times, I mean, you can have an offer letter with you within a fortnight, within 2 weeks. It could be that you have an offer in 6 weeks if they're very busy at the university, or there's something that they need to check out with regard to your application or something like that. So you need to, probably push things along a little now, but or you can ask colleagues here at Xinlung to help you push things forward a little.
£1,500, right?
8,650 for the coming academic year.
£650.
Yeah.
And Actually, I'm not. I'm not from. I'm not from a so rich family, and I'm wondering if I can apply some scholarship.
The scholarships it will be for £3,000, which takes your £8,650 tuition fee down to £5,650. And of course, you know, while you're during the process of applying for the university, you know, we regularly welcome and would advise you, in fact, given that you're already here in the UK, to come up to the university and let us know you're coming, and we'll give you a good look around the university campus. We'll arrange an appointment for you so you can meet a course director or somebody teaching on the course, have a chat with them and see how you feel about it all and whether it's for you. And of course, while you actually do that, it gives you the opportunity to travel up to Edinburgh and have a look around the city itself and see what you think of the city and sort of whether it's the sort of place you want to actually spend the next year. Because obviously it's a considerable investment for you, and so we would actually advise you to do that. Yeah, so I have my name card, so I can give you a card, but also colleagues here at Xinlung can help you to contact us.
Could you tell me what's the working opportunity in Scotland after I graduated from your university?
Yeah, certainly. Well, there are two aspects to that question. First of all, there are the working opportunities while you're actually a student, and I noticed that you've been sort of busily taking on part-time work while you're an undergraduate student there. First of all, we have it's actually just recently won an award in Scotland actually for the services it offers. It's a careers advisory service. In many ways it's very similar to the advisory services that you see in most universities, and within there we have what's called a job shop, and they're there to help you. If you feel you have the time, they're there to help sort of advise you on how to get sort of part-time work while you're studying. But obviously the main sort of facet to that question really is employment after you graduate. And this is particularly important because there's a lot in the news at the moment over in China about the employability of graduates and people returning back to China and how easy or difficult it is to find work. One scheme that we have now in Scotland is called the Fresh Talent Initiative. And under this scheme, this enables graduates from the Scottish universities to apply for leave to remain in Scotland, have their visa extended for a further 2 years to enable them to remain in Scotland and to actually actively look for work and seek employment. Do feel free to keep in touch with us, you know, as this whole process moves along, and we'll try and help in any way we can. All right, and so good luck and nice to speak to you. Thank you very much. Bye.
在接下来的6、7、8 3个月份中呢，我们的合作院校还会陆续来到兴隆教育的3个办公室，当场面试我们的学生。如果你想知道详细情况，欢迎您登录我们的教育网站 www.xinlung.edu.com。我身边的3位呢是曼彻斯特非常优秀的3个教育咨询顾问，他们分别是 Moon， 大家好 ，Will，
你好
，Angela， 嗨。如果你想申请大学的话，欢迎来到我们兴隆教育，全英最大的教育中介。我们的咨询电话是016123606660。好，那这次先这样了，再见，拜拜。